Republican strategist based in Washington. Welcome to the program. Tell us, how significant is this change from a civil investigation to a criminal one?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a very interesting topic. But I have to say, here inside the Washington Beltway, I don't think it's really that important at all. There is a sense amongst quite a number of people, at least within the Republican Party, including the Republicans that are very down on the former president and Republicans that are supportive of him, that most of this is political. I mean, just listen to your own lead up. The biggest headline could possibly be that he inflated assets to get favorable loans. That's not exactly groundbreaking, even if it's true, which it may or may not be. So I just don't think it's really there's that much to this. I think the commission regarding the incident in Capitol Hill, the insurgency, or whatever you want to define it as, is probably more interesting.
More interesting, but surely there could be, an impact on Trump's political future when this concludes.
I'm sorry, it may not be what you want to hear, but I don't think there will be any impact. I think that the people that hate President Trump or former President Trump will hate him regardless of whether this is defined as a civil or a criminal investigation. People that love President Trump are not going to immediately say, well, the very liberal Democratic Attorney General of the state of New York is moving against the former president's business, so now I don't like him. But this goes to a bigger, more pervasively problematic issue in the United States of America and our democracy. Is there may be something there. It's very possible. But there is such a deep sense now amongst both sides, the sort of people that despise the former president and the people that love the former president, that this is basically political process, is that people are now seeking to hijack might be too strong a word, but to use the vehicles of American justice for political purposes. And when there's such little trust in the institutions of the civil and criminal justice system, then I think it's bad for everybody. I mean, to be honest with you, most people inside the Washington Beltway tend to believe that the midterm elections in the November of next year are probably going to give the GOP control of the House and Senate. And I think it's really bad for American democracy for Republicans to then say, okay, great, we'll get control over all of these things and we'll just do our own investigations. It's not really what these are supposed to be about. And this particular investigation from the Attorney General of the state of New York, who is a very well-known opponent of the former president, seems political to me. May not be, we'll see. But gosh, it really feels that way.
Indeed, we'll see. Thank you so much for coming on the program. Morgan Muchnick, Republican strategist in Washington.